Oh, hey Reese, what's going on today?
Hi, how you going? It is of course me, Reese T. O'Leary of perpelFLAME and Company. That's right, perpelFLAME. And today we're going to be talking on another episode of Soulful Sunday. Yes, yes. Today's episode is very, very interesting, I think, anyway. And it is all about legacy and history. So, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscriber bell. Make sure you give this video a like or a share. Make sure you tag people that may be interested in these day-to-day video series, as I do make them for you all. Now, legacy is a very interesting topic, I think, because I don't know if many people these days actually stop to think about the legacy that they are leaving here on planet Earth. Now, we could look at legacy from several different angles. We could look at it from the angle of, what legacy is humanity leaving here on planet Earth? Or what legacy are we individually leaving here on planet Earth? And I like to think that in my lifetime, I am creating and leaving a legacy that is going to supersede any expectation of what I would originally think I could create, if that makes any sense. So I want to make an impact here on planet Earth that does leave something behind in which I know I can be personally proud of, and I know that I can look back on and think and believe and know that I have made a dent, in the civilization, in the planet, in the systems that exist within this planet. Because of course, humanity makes up a big portion of what happens here on planet Earth, as well as the flora and fauna that we exist with, as well as many other things, of course. So, I know that people don't often think about legacy because it's really, especially in 2025. So we are now in freshly in 2025. So, but over the last few years, it's become really, really obvious to me, and probably obvious to you and others watching this video, that people don't care what they do anymore. They don't care who they impact. They don't care about the butterfly effect or the butterfly trail, or the impact of their words, their actions, their beliefs, their thoughts, and what that does, or what trail that leaves behind them in terms of the effect of that, the butterfly effect. So, if you don't know what the butterfly effect is, I'll put some information up there for you. But the butterfly effect is simply just you...
It's 7 o'clock.
That hasn't happened for a while. The butterfly effect is simply that of which you do, think, feel, create, and the ramifications, or what that goes on to impact on a further scale, on a larger scale. We don't always understand. I think the original butterfly effect concept is, you tread on a rock or you kill a butterfly, and that death of that butterfly goes on to ruin an ecosystem, which goes on to do this, which goes on to do that. So we don't realize that small actions can lead to larger effects. Cause and effect is definitely in place. And if more people did stop to think about the legacy or the impact that their words and their actions and their thoughts and their feelings did have on other people, for example, the ecosystems, the plants, the animals, even just general day-to-day living, I'm forever trying to spend my time getting people to think, right, about these things. They're not conscious or aware to it, nor do they care to be. And that's really sad. What legacy are you going to leave behind? Just because you pop out a couple of kids doesn't mean that you've made a dent in society or reality of you and those around you. And I do personally believe it is incumbent on each and every single person who does live in this reality, coexisting alongside of each other, to ensure that the legacy that they are creating, that they are participating in, is that of one which they would be proud of, or that of one which they would look back and go, wow, I'm so glad that I did that, or I'm so happy to have contributed in that way. And I'll be honest with you all, if a lot of you watching this look back at some of your actions, over the last few years, I think you would all be very disappointed in the legacy you've created thus far. I try and tend to live my life as one of no regrets, meaning that when I make a step or an impact moving forward in the world, I try and do so from a conscious perspective. Yeah, always, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. Am I striving to be perfect? Absolutely not. But I am striving to be conscious in all of what that has to mean, right? So I'm conscious of the impact and the gravity of my words, conscious and aware of the gravity and impact of my actions, what I do or what I don't do. Yes, what you don't do sometimes can be just as important as what you do. Yes. So I really want people to take a look at what they participate in. Yeah, I think that would be a really awesome challenge for you all. First and foremost, look around you and see what is it that I'm participating in the world. Just because nobody's there to see your actions doesn't mean that they're not seen. I just want you all to know that. Yeah. In another episode, we spoke on the Akasha or the Akashic Records. Everything you do is recorded in this universe. Every single little action, thought, feeling, emotion, it's all on record. You will, at some stage, have to face the consequences of your actions or lack of actions, okay? I know this sounds like I'm being some sort of preacher. Not my intention. I'm simply just stating to you what is true about the world around us and the world in which we live in. Your legacy is something that I want you to be proud of. I want you to, and if you are proud of your legacy and you've done not so great things, you need to reassess yourself and you need to reassess the life you live. Yeah. I think many people are selfish and greedy. I think many people only care about themselves and what serves them and what satisfies their egos. And I think many people don't want to change out of that because in their mind or their world, it's too difficult to do so. You'll have to pay the price at some stage. As the old adage goes, you must pay the Pied Piper. When it comes time for you to cross over that veil from this world to the next, you will be made to review your actions. I hope you are all fully aware of that. Regardless of what your belief system entails, I can assure you that is what is occurring when we are meeting our maker, so to speak, or when we are moving forward into the next reality or the next dimension of our existence, of our consciousness. Hey, stop that, Winston. So I hope all of you can stop and think today after this video and look at what you are creating, what you are participating in. Because life is simply not Gucci handbags or Guess handbags or designer brands, or sorry Gucci and Guess to call you out, but designer labels and fancy cars and money and this, that and the other. That's not life. That's not a legacy. If you think that's a legacy, you're sorely mistaken. Legacy is not about the ego. It's not about the facier of things. It's about and the actions. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than thoughts. Thoughts are the beginning. Actions are the follow through, right? If you live a life where you've got any regrets, then you should be taking into account, what is my legacy going to look like at some stage? What does it look like now? Can I turn that ship around? You can, absolutely. It's your own choice to. Whether or not you choose to do that is on you. Yeah? But as a humanity, I think we should be ashamed of ourselves as a collective consciousness I don't care what excuses are provided. We should be ashamed for the legacy that we've thus far created, especially in the last couple of centuries here. Yeah, I think we can all do better, myself included, and I strive to every single day of my life. So I hope you do too, so that you can one day look back on the legacy and be proud, as I'm saying, of what you are leaving behind you, the trail that you are leaving behind you. So, anyways, that's all you got me for today. I hope that inspires you to do some thoughtful, conscious thinking, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Catch us on the flip side.